Hi, you're watching Blue Box Thinking, a channel that looks at Adidas trainers, both old and new. Today I'm looking at a trainer that's been out a number of different times over the years, but first came out over 4 years ago, and it's the Boston Super. So this is a nice box, which maybe you'll just pick up. It's got some pattern on there from 1980s images. When you open the box, it's got Boston Super card on it. So the Boston Super first came out in 1984 as part of the Boston Marathon, and it's got quite a lot of information on this card. So it's first released in 1984, as I just said, for the Boston Marathon, and it's got a few things. So it's got biomechanical research, so enhanced flex, support and cushioning, lightweight mesh construction with suede overlays, and injection molded EVA midsole. And that's one of the things that this has got, which not that many trainers had prior to this. So that's the insole. Right, it's got really nice paper as well, which is the same images as the box. So really nice paper. These came out, this particular reissue was 2020. And this is probably the main sort of color you'd know for Boston Super 4. So it's got a blue upper, which is nylon. You got suede toe. You got suede eye stays. You got suede heel. You got it's not real leather, but you've got sort of leather style heel tab. Quite a thin nylon tongue, and you've got nice cotton laces. Now the EVA sole is an injected sole, so it's shiny from the outside. So it's got like a coating on the outside, so it's not open foam. So if this gets wet, it's not going to soak up any water because it's got like a coating on it. They are really nice shoes. Pretty padded. Obviously, they're designed for marathons. It's got Boston Super on the middle stripe, and it's deliberately printed like that, as if it's the print's coming off. That was what it was like originally. On the bottom, you've got a multicolored outsole. So obviously these have been worn a number of times. I've probably worn them 20 times or something. So they've been worn a number of times. The tongue, like I said, is quite thin. What I notice, it tends to curl, so that it can curl in the inside, which can be a bit annoying. So at the bottom, it can curl a bit. The bottom there. It's got red insole. It's got 1980s style trefoil on the heel tab. It's got red piping going around the heel. Like I've said, the silver stripes. You've got 3 grey D loops at the top of the eye stay, and it's quite an unusual eye stay because it goes from the front all the way around to the back. There's quite an unusual style to that. Like I said, they've come out in different colours. There's been a grey, there's been this blue. I've also got a dark blue with yellow, so I'll put an image of that up on the video as well. Now I've had these for quite a while, so fitting wise, I find them quite generous, quite roomy. So I definitely wouldn't go up half a size. And as I probably said before, I got quite wide feet. They're fine for wide feet as well. So I find them quite generous for the size. Some trainers I go up half a size because of the width. These you don't need to. So these are true to size. So they're quite a generous fit in. The only thing I said is the tongue can be a bit annoying because it sort of curls on the edges. So that's a bit annoying. But they are a comfortable shoe. A pair like this, in this condition, you'd probably be able to pick up for £30, I'd imagine. Brand new pairs, like 60, £70 maybe. So they're not an expensive trainer. They are in quite plentiful supply in either this color or there's the dark blue, there's the gray, there's a red and sort of gold one as well. So probably quite a few of them available on eBay and Vinted, etc. If you want to get a pair. And they are, quite an iconic trainer. They've been around for over 40 years now. So this is the color that I prefer. I've got another color as well, but this is my favorite color. And like I said, true to size. Another sort of classic design. I like the styling on it, the 80s sort of style with the trefoil. And I like the fact they've got little things that are slightly different. So the eye stay is a different design. The piping, the different color blocking on the sole as well, and on the outsole. So they've got a lot of different bits which make them quite interesting, and a nice trainer. So hope you liked the video. If you could like, subscribe, share the videos, etc., and hit the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it. There are 2 videos a week, and the more people watch them, the more videos I'll put out there. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.